What's going on out there? You know who it is. It's Zeus Cruz of Olympian Multimedia, giving you another segment of Get Things Done. In this particular segment, we're going to be discussing music, specifically how to create a template for yourself for your musical project, utilizing a standard keyboard or a workstation keyboard. As you see here, our go-to model here is our Casio WK7600 series. Obviously, there's other different brands out there. You know what we advocate all the time. Do your research. Find the keyboard. Find the equipment that works best for you, that you're most comfortable with. Casio's always, I've been working with this since I started doing music production. Always been comfortable with it. They put out the great products, so I kind of just stick to what I know. So with this case, it's just creating your template. The neat thing about standard keyboards, it allows you certain features on here to create like this very simplified form of a beat, in which it allows you to go ahead and input that onto your DAW, and then you can go ahead and add different components to it, layer sims, some effects, maybe another type of loop incorporated with it, so forth and so on. So to create it using the standard keyboard, we're not going to go to all the ins and outs of all the different features and whatnot within the keyboard. But if you notice, on the one side you have rhythm, and then the other side you have tone. So you can consider tone to be more like the melody to your beat. The rhythm can be described more as your bass line or a very simple drum pattern to complement your melody. So here, using this, first thing you will want to do is to get your tempo where you want it to be at. So as you can see here, we have it at 110. Depending on what style or what genre you're going to do, again, do your research. Certain genres do better with a certain type of BPM to it, so be aware of that. Then go ahead and create your tones. As you can see here, there's a vast quantity and variety of different tones that you can use. Most standard keyboards actually breaks it down to different types of instruments. As you can see here, we have the guitar, we have the bass, the strings, pianos. They also have synths. There's also drums on here as well. They do have an option here for others that usually deals with like different styles of sounds and musics from different cultures. So if you wanted to kind of get like a world type feel to it, that would definitely be an option that you use. So here we got it on synth, and we have it set up for square lead 1. And usually if you just wanted to get to know real quick what sound or the basics of what it sounds like, just go ahead and just play some keys. So that's the basic gist of what that would sound like. Then we have that on tone. And then for rhythm, which is being on this side, rhythm is pretty much same incorporated the way the tones are. That broke down into like different instruments as well, different types of sounds, incorporating different things, again, from like different cultures from the world. And then once you pick what you want, you have the keyboard set up where you can play the keys. You get a basic outline of what you want to do. On this side, usually on your left side, again, each keyboard is different. On this particular one for the Casio, on your left side, you're actually able to input different sounds or get you could get the intro basically to your template broken down into different chords. So to start off, you have to turn on your accompaniment key or button. I had it off. just to show you that you turn it back on. Usually on the screen it shows you it. Now you go ahead you see how it's showing you on here the different keys and the chord that is being played in. So you got the gist basically of what you're trying to look for and what key that you want to start your arrangement in. Once you start finding that, you go ahead and press start. And then you just go ahead and press the chord. And now it's just giving you this simplified version of a beat, or at least the beginnings of making the beat. And then you can mix it up and find the chord that works best for you. And now you can apply a soft mix to this. So how do you do this? Well, usually workstation keyboards or standard keyboards have a controller on here that allows you to input different variations into the beat to kind of break it down and create like what I call is like soft mix. So you got different flavors that you can put into there, and then you can do a mix. And then you can just kind of just create these different types of fill-ins with your variations and just create some different textures with what you got layered out based off the chord that you input. And then on the right side of your keyboard, you can go ahead and input some different other sounds. And again, you can creating this structure, as you were, when it comes to your beat, creating these different types of layers and whatnot. And again, you can use this as your template to build off of. Sometimes it's hard to just go into beat production and you got so many ideas that you want to work with, trying to input so many different things at one time, and it's hard to kind of like get these ideas out and structure in a way where the beat makes sense and like, you know, people will enjoy it, and it's something that you enjoy for yourself as well. So sometimes it's good to utilize these type of features. Again, could you use this as is? Maybe. You know what I mean? But in terms of really making a full fleshed out music production, I would definitely recommend getting yourself a standard keyboard or workstation keyboard and just play around with these type of features right here. As you can see, it's very simple. You just input a tone, you input a rhythm, you set your tempo where you want it to be at, and then just utilize the controller settings and start playing around with it and creating these different variations to add textures. From there, you want to go ahead, as we told you before, remember to get yourself an audio interface. Make sure that it's inputted correctly into the interface, to which you will go on here to your DAW of your choosing, and that you can go ahead and record within your track. And then for me personally, and I've discussed this before in previous videos, I like to use Arcade or use Arturia's Pigments are just two examples of just using some VST plugins that allows you to add even more components and to give your overall music production more substance. Just give it more of a better vibe, a more complete sound, I guess is basically what I'm trying to say. So that's it. That's what I wanted to show you guys. Something simple. Usually that's all it takes usually to create a masterpiece. You start off something simple and then it just kind of morphs into something grand and beautiful and great. So I hope this helps you out. And that's about it. So only thing left to say is get things done. Check you later.